Oh, that tastes good. Oh. Oh. You've got another 10 3/4 hours to go. Oh. Yeah, your original plan was to get all the classic sitcoms. Looks like you've bitten more than you can chew. Hence the releases. It's more film focused now for you. I remember you getting a cheeky PS3 from Play.com, £310 for and a couple of games included.
Luckily enough, I was actually looking at House on Haunted Hill. Again, I was looking at my. I've got some more coming as well. I mean, The Fiend with Patrick McGee come yesterday from early 70s. That's based in London. Basically, a religious fanatic serial killer. But The Fiend, American format, NSTC, but it plays a Miller player.
Yeah, I've put all my DVDs that's on the floor on shelves, so it's like double road. 11 rows. I'll get it sorted. I'll put one cabinet between the door and the window. The double cabinet over here, I'll move up, get rid of a single one there. And then I'll get one from Amazon that holds 130 and put it where the existing bookcase is.
Yeah, I've got a few coming. I haven't ordered the Avengers yet, although I might get another time. But I've got a few coming. I said The Fiend come yesterday. I'm expecting Tales of the Spirits, The Flesh and the Fiend. Yeah, some good ones.
Tonight's film is sponsored by Abbott.
Ooh. You've thrown a curveball because I've got Old Speckled Hen. Although the other day I got 4 of the Newcastle Brown Ale in cans. But I have.
Good. Look at the glass on that. Looks nice.
Well, as you know, it's the same brewery now, own Old Speckled Hen, own Abbott's. And I think I have seen a similar glass on the Old Speckled Hen site. May invest in one of these at some point. Maybe next month. Who knows? I've also ordered one called Crucible of Terror. I can't find Crucible of Horror at a reasonable price. Same with the Tingler. But I've got a few coming off my hit list. They'll be here in time for our next session, including the Daleks with Peter Cushing, the 2 Dalek films. I'd like to get your group together. I've got House on Haunted Hill. It's the machine's off at the moment, but it's in the DVD player, ready to be fired up, so we can we're usual in sync. Definitely.
You're in my place, cat. Off. Yes, put the clothes away. Fed the cats and the dog. Washed up. Did the little tray. And now pouring myself a glass of Abbott.
Well, I've finished watching Them. Brilliant film that I remember watching many years ago. We are on a similar wavelength. And watching the best, if not superior version of House on Haunted Hill.
When I get my cabinets, I'm going to divide my DVDs into 3 piles. First one will be horror, Second one would be TV stuff. And the last pile would be general films. Then I can organise them properly, like you said he's going to do. Frankenstein's, Dracula's, etc. I mean, for example, the sitcom spin-off films, should I put them in general films or with TV stuff? I might just put them next to their respective box sets, so they're all together. That sounds like a good idea, because it's a spin-off of a TV sitcom, so... Yeah, I can go to a specific cabinet and say, I want to watch a horror or a film. I can just straight to the cabinet, pull it straight out. Brilliant, organised. Another one that's bloody sealed up.
See, the problem is for me is, I mean, we've both given each other suggestions. And I know I had that crazy plan of getting all the classic sitcoms, you know, going on Wikipedia and jotting them down. But the YouTube test showed that some of them hadn't aged all that well. And my problem is with the period pieces, which I know is one of your fortes, is, you know, I watched the film version and I thought she played a bloody good part in that. But I've just never been interested to even contemplate taking the wrapper off. And this is a problem for me now. I realise that you can get away with it financially guilt-free with charity shop purchases, as you'll call it, the pound shop blockbusters. But when you're paying it full whack off at Amazon or eBay, sometimes it is a costly affair. I'll give you one prime example. Oh, Dr. Beeching. I remember that, and it's got the same crew from IDI and Ain't Tap Up Mum and Yerang My Lord. And Stephen Lewis as from, you know, on the buses. But I watched it and I realised it was probably one of their weakest, and so, you know, there are times where that's why I've got to think hard, especially how long it took me to watch Kojak. You know, I'm contemplating getting the new Avengers. You know, it's going to take ages. I mean, I'm disappointed that as regards Licence to Love and Kill and number one of the Secret Service, that this one buyer from Australia is not licensed to sell products to the UK. I can't source it anywhere else. Never mind. Yeah, I like your plans, and I agree with you. You'd be better off keeping the sitcom films with the sitcoms. Otherwise, it'll just be lost amongst all your film DVDs. I think that's you know, quite a spiffing idea. I just need a bigger bookcase. Maybe something that what you're getting to complement the one that's at the side of the chair. Slightly wider would relieve some of the ones on that big bookcase, which unfortunately is just a ball ache to get the pins to fit. Because if the pins don't fit, they just fall out and don't offer any support to the shelves.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll put the DVDs in 3 piles. Horrors, TVs and film. Put them all in their respective shelves all together. So, yeah, I'll be a lot more organised, because at the minute it's a nightmare. I'll be looking at shelves and thinking, you come up with the film and I'm trying to find it. Where the hell is it on the shelves? I can't see it. Oh, find it eventually. It's no good. You're going to be bang, straight out. What day is it today? Fuck's sake. Monday, isn't it? Oh! Are you on night shift number 1? Oh, this tastes so good. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, have a nice 12-hour night. Excuse me. Shift. I bet you're at airport saying, "You fucking teasing bastard."